Hey guys, Chelsea from Attention to Details, and we are back with another ceramic coating update video for you guys. Now, this is actually filmed in December of 2024. 6 months prior to this date, we applied 29 ceramic coatings to my vehicle that we're going to be sharing with you guys a 6-month update on those 29 coatings. And about 1 month ago, in November, we applied an additional 5 ceramic coatings to the vehicle. So we're going to share with you guys updates on all 34 ceramic coatings. We had a ton of rain in the month of December, and I unfortunately parked under a tree where there were a ton of birds sitting. And so they just had a field day on my Subaru Outback. So we need to do a pretty good wash to get all of the acidic bird poop off so that way it doesn't etch into the paint, as well as remove all of the road film and try to refresh the ceramic coatings. So let's go ahead and share with you guys the products that we're going to be testing out today, as well as how these ceramic coatings look. Both of the soaps that we're using today are from Cerakote. The first one is their acid wash. We're going to actually put this in our foam cannon. This is going to hopefully help soften and loosen some of the mineral deposits and refresh the hydrophobics. And then for our contact wash, we're going to use their pH neutral soap. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite soaps for a contact wash. Smells fantastic, really nice lubrication. We'll go over each of the ceramic coatings in more detail in a second, but we have all 3 of our McKees 37 graphene coatings on our hood. On our front grille, we have a majority of the black rhino ceramic coatings, their graphics and their optic ceramic coatings. You can see bugs come off effortlessly with both ceramic coatings. Swinging around to our left front panel, we have both of our ethos ceramic coatings. We have their easy peasy, followed by their graphene coating. I've noticed that the easy peasy coating easily gets clogged. Our graphene looks fantastic. The next panel, we have all of the DIY detail ceramic coatings. First up, we have their 3-year, followed by their 5-year, then their 8-year, and then the stack, which is the combo of the 8-year topped with the 3-year ceramic coating. Next up, we have the Meguiar's M888, followed by Gian Mo's Evo, then the Vonixx V paint on this panel. Next up, we have G-Technique CSL on the left, topped with the EXO V5. And then on the bottom, this is a 1-month update on our Cerakote V2 coating, looking fantastic. Next up, we're going to swing up to the roof, where on the left, you can see a 6-month update at our C6 Hydro Light. On the right is our Carpro D-Quartz Go, as well as the UK 3.0. It's actually really cool to see a huge difference in the hydrophobics. One is a rapid beater on the left, and the other is more of a sheeting ceramic coating. So really cool to see the differences between these coatings. Both are diamond based, but both 2 completely different formulas and hydrophobic properties. My glass is not coated yet, as you can see water sticking to it, but this right section here is our Veros Pro ceramic coating. This little bit where the bird poop was, that is the 3-year ceramic coating from Clean by Pan the Organizer. That should clean up. It looks a little clogged, but that should clean up with a good contact wash. This middle section, this is a 1-month update on our Art to Shine Nanographene V3. By far one of the easiest pro-grade coatings to apply on the entire vehicle. And on the left, we have our Armor Detail Supply Pro Quartz coating. All 3 look fantastic with hydrophobics, even on our trim. But I'm actually really surprised that our Nanographene V3 coating, even at 1 month, is still really, really slick. Some coatings, the slickness dies off over time. So curious to know when that slickness will kind of start to fall off. But at this point, all of our pro-grade coatings, they're holding up to the heavy abuse of the road film and dirt very easily. Now on our sunroof section on the left, here we have our 3-year coating from Clean, and on the right side is the slim ceramic coating from Cerakote. 2 completely different hydrophobic characteristics. You can see another one is really rapid, tight beating. Very, very impressive with what I'm seeing from Pan's coatings. But on our right, Cerakote, it's more of a sheeter. Looks a little clogged, but I'm hoping once we do a contact wash, that's going to be a rapid sheeter. In this section, we have the Fat Beads or No Hype 12-month ceramic coating on the right, and on the left is the No Hype 3-year ceramic coating. Oddly enough, the 12-month coating looks better than the 3-year one. One looks more sheeting, one looks more beading, so kind of confused by what I'm seeing here. The 3-year should definitely outperform the 12-month coating. Here we have our Aquatech Select. Looks a little clogged, but nice sheeting, followed by the 3-year coating from Clean. I applied this on the trunk as well as on the roof because I wanted to test it out vertically as well as horizontally. And all I can tell you guys is it is very impressive on any surface, no matter what direction the water is on. Here we have all of our Duraslick ceramic coatings. They're 1500 mobile coating as well as the Extreme HG as well as the HG. All of them look really nice. I can see the mobile 1500 coating is a little bit more sheeting, and I don't hate that. I actually prefer sheeting coatings, but all of the 3 coatings from Duraslick are holding up very well. And last but not least, we have our Apex Surface Protection on the left, followed by our Stoner 5-year paint ceramic coating in the middle, followed by Kronos V1 on the right. These are prosumer grade ceramic coatings, all about a 5-year durability range, all looking fantastic. I'm not seeing any issues, maybe a little clogging from road film, but we're going to go ahead, foam on our acid wash to help soften all of the bird poo, any remaining film left behind that didn't come off with our high pressure rinse, as well as hopefully help soften some of the mineral deposits, refreshing the hydrophobics. And then we're going to do a quick contact wash with our pH neutral wash. Absolutely love this stuff. If you haven't tried it out yet, I encourage you guys to go ahead. And then we're going to go ahead and see, after we rinse off all of our soap, what our hydrophobics look like. So at the top of our hood is the McKees 37, their Graphene Pro Coat ceramic coating. This is up to a 10-year durability claim. In the middle, we have the 5-year graphene ceramic coating. And then at the bottom, we have the 3-year max coat. This is actually a ceramic that you can apply on top of a 1 or 2-year-old ceramic coating or use as a standalone 3-year ceramic coating. Really nice tall beads from all of the graphene coatings from McKees 37. I'm not seeing any water spotting issues so far on the hood. Loving what I'm seeing. Next up, we have the Graphic ceramic coating from Black Rhino, which is the equivalent of the No Hype 3-year ceramic coating. That one's probably the one that I would say might be going next. On the left, we have the Optics ceramic coating from Black Rhino. This sheets like the Graphics, but a little bit more faster, a little bit more intentional looking, all to the point where it is dry. So that's looking decent. I wouldn't say it's wowing me, but it's looking decent. I wish it would sheet a little bit faster. Next up, we have the No Hype ceramic coatings. On the right is the 12-month No Hype ceramic coating. On the left is the 3-year No Hype ceramic coating. Now, these are the equivalent to Black Rhino's Graphics on the left and Fat Beads on the right. Interesting to note that our 3-year coating, it looks like it's struggling way more than our 12-month coating. So this is our 1-year No Hype ceramic coating. This is our 3-year. At this point, I would say I'm very concerned about the 3-year, although it does sheet practically dry. I don't know if that is what it's supposed to do though, but the 1-year, personally, I like the characteristics of that one a little bit better. Brad, you might have to chime in. Is it designed to do this? It's a sheeter, it's a slower sheeter, it's not very rapid, but let me know in the comment section down below, if Brad is watching, what are the characteristics that we should be looking for, and is this on par with what you should expect? Because personally, I would say that looks more impressive than that. But again, it could be the characteristics. Because, again, we're all but dry. So our Easy Peasy always wants to look clogged. I do think it is a little bit more easily clogged, but you do a good contact wash and it bounces back. The Ethos graphene obviously is going to look very different. But personally, I prefer the graphene from Ethos more than the Easy Peasy, but I think it all just depends on what kind of application, price point, and durability you're looking for. Next up, we have our fan favorite with the DIY detailed their ceramic coatings. We have the 3-year, followed by the 5-year, followed by the 8-year, followed by the stack. Moving on the left, we have our Meguiar's M888, then our Geon Mo's Evo, followed by our Vonixx V Paint. It does look like we have a little bit of our coating breaking down from friction, where my kids are frequently opening and closing the door, just touching the paint. But for the most part, all three coatings are looking really solid. Not seeing any issues that I would be concerned with. Next up, we have our Gtechniq CSL on the left, and then on the right, topped with our EXO V5, and then on the bottom, the Cerakote V2 ceramic coating. Very, very impressed with our Cerakote coating. To me, this is almost on par to our 3-year clean coating. And I'm loving what I'm seeing from Gtechniq. Our CSL, you can see really nice sheeting, but then you want beading, just go ahead and top it with that EXO V5 for up to 4 to 5 years of protection. Very nice. Here we have our C6 Hydro Light. Of the original 29 coatings, this was my favorite hydrophobics-wise. Insanely fat, wide beads. But then when you look at it in comparison to our Carpro Decorts Go, I actually kind of am more impressed that this on this surface is sheeting. Now beside our Decorts Go is the UK 3.0, which it looks like it sheets, but not quite as efficiently as the Decorts Go. You can actually see where the UK 3.0 beads a little bit more, but this Decorts practically sheets dry. And on a roof, when you have beads and you're sitting in the sunlight and you get baked, that might run the risk of more water spotting issues, whereas this is interesting. That will greatly reduce water spotting issues. So just interesting observation. These are amongst the most impressive beads on the entire vehicle. But when you have this side by side, it's just very interesting to note the differences. So on our roof, again, on the right, we have our Decorts Go. Right behind that, our UK 3.0. And then beyond where the glass is, we have our 3-year coating from Clean. And then on the left, the slim coating from Detail Co., which will show you guys that in a second. But really, really cool so far what I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and take a look at our pro-grade coatings. On the left of our trunk, we have a 6-month update with our Armor Detail Supply Pro Quartz coating. It is going strong. Looks like day 1, 6 months in. In the middle, this is a 1-month update with our Art to Shine Nanographene V3. Out of all of the pro-grade coatings, this was my favorite to work with. It was just as easy as a consumer-grade coating, but exceptional results. Then we have our Veros Pro coating. This was one of the more expensive ones to purchase. Was a little grabby, but all 3 ceramic coatings are holding up great on the trunk. Even though we have a heavy amount of film, they are not getting stunted or weakened by the dirt. Looking great. Now on our left, this coating I have been eagerly awaiting to see what the hydrophobics look like after doing a contact wash, and it is not disappointing. This is our 3-year clean coating. On the right is our slim ceramic coating from Detail Co. Well, look who decided to sheet. It's always interesting to me to have 2 different coatings side by side, one being hydrophobic, one being hydrophilic. I don't know if there's a huge benefit in one versus the other, but on a horizontal surface like this, where you're going to have a higher risk of water spots, to me personally, I think a sheeting coating like our Decorts Go or the UK 3.0 or even the slim ceramic coating might outperform a insane beater like we have with our Clean and C6 Hydro Light, but only time will tell. Next up, on the right with this panel, we have our Kronos V1 from Phoenix EOD. In the middle, we have the Stoner Paint Ceramic Coating, and then on the left, BC1 from Apex Surface Protection, all 5-year prosumer grade coatings. Next panel, we have all of our Duraslick ceramic coatings, the HG followed by the Extreme HG, and then on the far right, their Mobile 1500, more of a sheeting coating versus the other 2 that are insane beaters, but very impressive. Next up, this one has actually caught my attention. This is Aquatech Select Mobile and Sun-Friendly coating that sheets very impressively. That's probably one of the faster sheetings on our side panels. And then last but not least, on our bottom left rear panel, we have our 3-year clean ceramic coating from Pan the Organizer. This is just as he has described, guys. Water just does not want to stick to this panel. I am loving this coating. Next, we're going to use my shower head nozzle for the pressure washer gun and see what these ceramic coatings look like if we flood the panels. That is pretty much dry. So I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty interesting for me to see some of the similarities and the differences that a lot of these ceramic coatings have from one to another. Many are going to be almost identical at this point. We're 6 months out for a majority of the coatings. I am noting the easy peasy ceramic. It does get clogged easily, but a good contact wash is all it needs to kind of boost it back. Ethos graphene, all the McKee's 37 graphene ceramic coatings are looking fantastic. I love graphene coatings just because I do feel like there are some benefits with chemical resistant water spot reduction. Time will tell, obviously, and this test will tell, but personally I enjoy working with them. They're very user friendly, so excited to see that those are holding in strong. Our DIY detail ceramic coatings all look fantastic. McGuire's M888, Geon Mo's Vonixx V-Paint hanging in there. It does look like it's a little bit more sheeting, maybe it's slightly weakened, but it's only like a 2-year ceramic coating, very affordable, very user-friendly, so I'm not mad at what I'm seeing. Our G-Technique CSL and then EXO combo looks fantastic. We have a sheeting coating, then when you top it with the EXO V5, we've got insane little nice beads. Cerakote, very impressive. Honestly looks sort of similar to a lot of the other pro grade ceramic coatings, but get 2 bottles for super cheap on Amazon. So very impressed with what I'm seeing at our first wash. All of our pro grade coatings are looking fantastic. Personally, I think the Veros Pro is the one that I'm least impressed with out of the authorized installer only ceramic coatings. Our Art to Shine, obviously I'm rooting for it because that's one that I have loved for years now. But Armor Detail Pro, their Quartz Pro ceramic coating, hanging in there tight at 6 months out, but all of them look very impressive. I think the ones that are kind of surprising me the most is what we saw on the roof with our C6 Hydro Light side by side versus our Carpro D-Quartz Go. Both are diamond-based ceramic coatings, obviously different diamond makeups. We have nano-reduced diamonds, and then we have, I can't even remember the name of it, but we'll put down all of the unique characteristics of how they come up with the diamond coating right here for you guys to see the differences. Anytime we see ceramic coatings that have kind of the same base, a lot of us might say, oh, it's a white label. Oh, they just copied it. They're completely different. We have huge, tight beads on our C6 Hydro Light. They're probably the most impressive hydrophobics on the entire vehicle. But when you see that side by side versus our Carpro D Quartz Go, that is more of a sheeter, especially on a flat surface like this, that is going to be prone to water spotting issues. I don't know, I kind of think you would have the benefits of that. We didn't have the best application process with this, but I didn't also follow the manufacturer's recommendations. We let it sit on there way too long. So I don't know, we might revisit this in the future because that is impressive to me, to have sheeting, especially on surfaces that you want to try to reduce the risk of water spots. Side by side versus the UK 3.0, very different, but we still had some sheeting with our UK 3.0 on the roof. Not as much, but very interesting. We have completely different price points, different application processes. Both are a little bit more sheeting, and on the roof, I might like that. Our clean on the roof, 3-year ceramic coating, was very impressive, but when you have that side by side versus the detail coat, their 3-year slim ceramic coating, that seems to be more of a sheeter versus our pan, which has like insane hydrophobic. So again, these are all very interesting observations to me. Our clean 3-year ceramic coating, I get why pan is so excited about the hydrophobics. It does seem that water just doesn't want to stick to the panel. But when you have that side by side versus Aquatech, which is more of a sheeter ceramic coating, I don't know. I personally do like sheeting ceramic coatings for the benefits of reducing water spotting issues. I just have never tested them to see, does sheeting ceramic coatings last longer, or are they not as durable as beading ceramic coatings? Most insane hydrophobic or beading ceramic coatings, as they start to die, will start to mimic more of a sheeting ceramic coating. So is a sheeting ceramic coating, is it going to be weaker? Is it not going to last as long? This test will kind of help to see. All of our Duraslick ceramic coatings look fantastic. We have our BC1, our Stoner 5-year ceramic coating, our Kronos V1, all look identical, all looking fantastic. The ones that I'm the most concerned about are our Black Rhino ceramic coatings. Not gonna lie, they're kind of looking a little weak at this point in comparison to the rest of the vehicle. Our 3-year no hype ceramic coating, it's looking like it's struggling. It doesn't look like it's gonna be able to last a year, I'll be honest. But surprisingly, the 1-year no hype ceramic coating, or the fat beads, it looks like it's performing better than the 3-year. Maybe it's by design that it's going to be more of a sheeting. I would personally expect it to be sheeting more quickly though. And obviously our McKees 37 graphene coatings, 10-year, 5-year, 3-year, they're looking fantastic on our hood. It has been fun to drive around town with all these coatings on the vehicle. It's been easier to maintain. I was able to wash this entire vehicle in about 5 minutes. So they're all doing the job that they need to do. Characteristics are all going to look different. Application and price point obviously are going to look different from each as well. But if you guys have any questions about the coatings at this point, let me know your questions in the comments section down below. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future updates that we have on these ceramic coatings. But there you have it, 6-month and 1-month update for our ceramic coatings. I'm loving it. My vehicle looks fantastic. It's a 10-plus-year-old vehicle, and it looks just as good as day one. So hopefully you guys enjoy this update video for you guys. I'm really excited for the future for this channel. So thank you guys for everyone who has tuned in, who has watched, who has supported this channel through the years. There you have it, our ceramic coating update video. We'll see you guys in the very next detail.